think it's the way that I'm sitting. Can't really see. I don't like the way this mirror is on this side. Like I can't see anything. I am so tired. It's not even funny. Stranger, haven't seen you here in a little minute. How are you? You get MIA, huh? There is no sun out today, you guys. The sun is just not out at all. Kind of sucks a little bit. I'm trying to see if my rear view mirror side mirror is adjusted just right, but it's throwing me off for some reason. Oh, that's good. Then you're doing good. Are you guys ready for Thanksgiving? Like, I'm ready for Thanksgiving. I don't like the way the side mirror is. Ugh, Jesus, oh my God. I lost my bracelet. I'm so mad. And then I was at work, right? I didn't even realize. So my coworker came downstairs. She was like, do you want to take your card? I was like, no. She was like, did you leave this upstairs? I was like, oh my goodness. I'm like, I did. I was like, what the freak is going on? Like, thank God she found it, because I would have been pissed. Like another freaking card. I wonder if they're gonna start charging for bank cards, people lose them. Because I done lost mine about damn near more than 50 times, which is sad. I'll tell you guys, my job today was extremely busy and packed. Oh my goodness, it made no sense. I was like, people were just like coming in the door. I was like, oh my good Lord Jesus. I was like, what is happening? And I know, it's the holidays and things of that nature. So, because I know I'm my second job, they closing hours are ridiculous. And I told them I'm not closing. Like the latest hour till is 9:30, but after that, don't expect me in here till no freaking 11, 12 o'clock in the morning. We're not doing that. Sorry, but no. Like, I have a child to get home to. No, thank you. Like, I work the day before Thanksgiving and I work the day after Thanksgiving. Like, what the freak, yo? Hi. I need my baby, Triple J to be on here. Like, what is happening? Like, we're stranger. Where are you? Because, you're missed a lot. Hi, Cuckoo Bird, Money J. Listen, I have a nickname for everybody on here, so don't get offended. Money J name is Cuckoo Bird, because you guys, I'm not even trying to hold you, but I'm about to go to Dunkin'. For some reason, I've been craving jelly donuts. This will be my third one. This is crazy. Not today, but like over in general. And I don't like the Dunkin' Donuts. I think I can't. I'm going to my other one. The one I like. I'm going to go get jelly donut. Like, when you just want something, I want a jelly donut. So I do want to address something on here, and it was pertaining to earlier, right? There were a few people that were with me pertaining to me being a mother and me disciplining my son, and there were some people that were saying, oh my goodness, Shaniece, oh thank you, Damien, call me beautiful. There were some people on here that were saying, oh my goodness, you shouldn't be disciplining your son on here and all this bullcrap. I want jelly. Money J, shut up. Don't start, okay? You and JC at 1980 throwback. Y'all too. Yes, I want a jelly donut. What's wrong with that? Damn, can I want a donut? I mean, dang. I even would have went to the mall and got something to eat. But, I personally, like I told you guys earlier, I believe in disciplining my child. And I'm not gonna let somebody tell me that I shouldn't discipline. I just have this. One of my best friends did 9 years in prison. Something that he did. And I, believe it or not, but I think that this man is an excellent role model when it comes to gentlemen, because he can tell them, hey, you know, this is what you don't do, because this is where you know, can end up, and this is the consequences. I believe in not hiding reality from kids, you know, especially if they're on that particular path and you're trying to have them on the straight and narrow path. You know, sometimes you gotta shake them up a little bit. Sometimes you gotta scare their ass to get them to understand that the path that they're on is not the path that they want to be on. Where I hear them, but I don't see them. Please just don't be behind me. Okay, who's up? Not no damn dog. What the hell? And oh, you backing up? Oh, nope, I'm not going. I feel that sometimes with boys, sometimes you really gotta be shit. And I will say this, right? This is something that I always believe in. A girl can bring home the baby. A man can't bring home the baby. So I will always, even if I were to have a girl, I would still be hard on her, because I would let her know, listen to me, baby, this is not what you want, okay? And I would tell my son, yes, you can make these babies, but can you take care of these babies? I just feel that at the end of the day, not hiding your child from the world, okay, and what this world can be and how crucial people can be is a good thing. I'm never gonna lie to my son to soften the blow, or I'm never gonna sugarcoat something to make it easier for him. No, like, I'm gonna tell him the truth, which is, baby, it's not this world, it's the people that's in this world. You know, they can sometimes make it difficult for you only if you let them. So yes, I do believe in disciplining my child. Absolutely I do, because I don't want this world to get hold of him and then I can't get him back. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna hide anything from my son. I'm always gonna be honest with my son, and I want that relationship with my son where he can come to me, he can talk to me, and he can tell me, all right, Mom, this is what's on my mind. All right, Mom, this is what's wrong. I don't want to lose my son to this world. I don't. And, you know, not trying to be about race and everything, but with my son already being a black African American, he's already a high statistic as it already is, and I'd be darned if I let that's what my son be. And sometimes, like I told you guys, sometimes you have a 2-parent household and both parents are there, and it's still just a child gonna do what they want to do as they get older. Oh, you did, thank you. And that's why when people say things pertaining to, oh my goodness, you know, I grew up in a 2-family household, look at me. Yes, but everybody does not have, every child is not like you. Because my son, personally speaking, my son has my attitude. It's fucking disgusting, okay? I had a very nasty attitude when I was younger, but as I got older, my mother checked it, right? So I can check his now, right? But when he gets older, that depends on what he wants for himself. As long as, I tell a parent this, as long as you know you guide your child, you love them, have them be responsible for the consequences, and you have an understanding of it, it's nothing more that you can do. Because you know how many parents have lost their children to an overdose or alcoholism or some type of, you know, substance abuse, and a mother and a father may worry up at night asking themselves, well, what could I have done better? What was it that I didn't do? If you know that you did everything in your power to not have them around that, and you know, not hide that from them. There was nothing more that you could do. Unfortunately, what God has written has to be done. You understand what I'm saying? So however you go out, it is how you were supposed to go out. But don't blame yourself for something that your grown child decided to do when you know that you tried your damn hardest not to have them in that life. I mean, it's what do you say? Like, honest to God, what do you say to a mother that has lost her son, right? Understanding, and to substance abuse. When you had the mother and the father inside their life, then what do you say? Then what do you say? I don't want to hear, oh my goodness, it was because the mama wasn't around or the daddy wasn't around. I don't give a damn who wasn't around. I don't care if the aunt was raising them, the grandmama was raising them, the daddy was raising them. I don't care who was raising this child. If they know that they tried everything that they had to do, why is he parking on the road? And he ain't paying attention. Sorry, but that was a whole cop. I'm just like, ooh, you on the wrong side of the road. Right? And you know that you tried. Go to sleep with your mind at ease. Go to sleep with your heart well rested, because you know you did everything you were supposed to do. I mean, what more could you have done? What more could you have said? What more could you have given? What more could you have shown? Sometimes these kids gotta learn the hard way. And I tell people, sometimes the hard way could be your last way. So stop sitting up here thinking that you are untouchable, because baby, just as much as I see you, somebody else see you too. I don't understand where these kids and these adults think that, okay, well, maybe I'm just going to do this one more time. Maybe that one more time could be your last time. So I'm going to discipline my son. 100% absolutely. And I don't give a damn who don't like how I discipline my son, because it's not your child at the end of the day. But I definitely will say I'm going to try, because I cannot say, oh my goodness, I'm going to keep my son on the right path for the rest of his life. He's going to be a doctor. He's going to be... I don't know what God has written for my son. All I know is what I want for my son. I can want the best for my son. That doesn't mean that when he get older, he's going to stay on that path. It doesn't mean that when he get older, his attitude is going to change. It doesn't mean that when he get older, he's going to find peace with things that have happened. It does not. I can want the world for my son, but he has to want it for himself, and he actually has to get out there and go for it. And now, mind you, I can have everything lined up for him. It's up to him. Like, I'm putting over in football. He will be doing football, taekwondo, wakeman, and school. So I'm trying to keep my son busy, because I genuinely believe that, you know, the more you keep your child busy, the less that they could be out here in the streets getting into trouble and things of that nature. But, and even sometimes trouble could be knocking at your door. It could be the man that you laid up with. It could be the woman that you laid up with, and you just don't know it yet, because it hasn't happened yet. So I just, sometimes things blow my mind, and I'm like, you serious? What the you saying or no? Okay, nobody is perfect. Nobody is exempt. Okay, nobody. Let me say something. And this is why I genuinely believe, and I'm glad that my parents made mistakes, because, ooh, that was a bad turn I did. That was a terrible turn. I'm glad that my parents weren't perfect. You know what I'm saying? My parents made mistakes, and as me and my sister got older, we learned from their mistakes, and we learned that, okay, well, we don't want to be like that, or, you know, no, it should be. It definitely should be, Money J, because you don't know what's going to happen to your kids. And that's another thing. People need to stop saying that, oh my goodness, you should never speak negative. Sometimes when you see something, right, and it makes you think of something, why not speak on it? Sometimes things happen, and sometimes a lot of these things, unfortunately, when they're out of your control, and I feel like that's the thing, a lot of people don't want to talk about things that have happened, right? Because they want to keep it hush-hush and on the low. You do know that if something is going on in your home and or whatever the case may be, there is nothing wrong with speaking about it. And that's the problem. Everything should not be hush hush and under wraps. No, sometimes you got to say something in order for somebody to help you. If somebody was going through a substance abuse and they're like, oh my goodness, well, I don't want to talk about it, they're going to keep having a substance abuse. And never be afraid to speak out or speak up on you needing help or something being wrong. No, I'm never going to say that, because again, I don't know what God's plan is for my son. I don't know that. I know all I could do is just be the best damn mother that I think I am being for him. However his future goes, that's how it goes. I will pray for my son. I will love my son. I will guide my son, and I will hold him accountable for the things that he do. But I don't know his future. I don't know that. Lord knows, I would love if my son become a doctor, because he wants to be a brain surgeon. So if he wants to be a brain surgeon, of course I'm going to support that all the way. But still though, I don't know this. Only God knows this. But I'm not going to tell my son if something is wrong or something going on in our home and you feel like you could go to a school counselor or something of that nature. If you feel like someone can help you more than I can, go ahead. I'm never gonna tell him hush hush. I'm never gonna do that. And that's the problem now. The problem is people don't want to speak about things or speak on things when something happens. And I'm not okay with that. Like, that's not cool. Like, stop sitting up here not wanting to speak about things that's going on. If you feel like you can't do something or you feel like it's too much, there's nothing wrong with getting help. Stop sitting up here making it seem like if something is going on that you just can't talk about it, because you can definitely talk about it. If something is going on, why is it so wrong to say, okay, this isn't right? You know what I'm saying? Hi, William. I keep calling you William. You're not William. And then that's another thing when people say, oh my goodness, I will never have somebody like that around my child. You don't know that, because you don't know somebody else's intentions. I don't give a damn if you think you have the best goddamn man or the best goddamn woman. You don't know what somebody's motives is when you are not around your child. You don't know none of these things. You don't. You can only go out what you think is okay. You may think that the woman you leaving your child with is okay. You may think that the man that you leaving your child with is okay. You know how many people have sat up here, right, and have thought that their significant other or like their boyfriend or their girlfriend was okay for their child to leave the child with them, and then they come back and something is wrong with their child? No. Like, you have to be extremely careful. And that's why when I tell people I move the way I move for a reason, no, I'm not sugarcoating nothing. I'm not hiding nothing. And I'm not going to soften the blow. I'm not going to do that. That's not going to happen. It's just not. Sorry, not sorry. Simple as that. Shut up, Money Jason, can say your crazy side. A young brother has enough aggressive things in this world. From experience, you have to always be that safe, that soft place in his life, a place he can be vulnerable. But that's what I'm saying. Y'all see I go hard on Noah? But y'all see, I go hard on Noah, but I love Noah harder. 100%. I will always love my son harder more than I go hard on him. But I'm always going to tell him, this is the consequence. This is the consequence. I'm going to make sure my son has an understanding. All right, Ma, I got it. The word consequence. All right, Ma, I know. You know what I'm saying? But let me be that safe space for you to come to, so that way you don't have to fear something or you don't have to go to somebody else. Yes, I want to be that, but I have to let him see your mother's going to tell you nothing but the truth. It's simple as that. There is nothing you can say in that situation when you have a two-parent household and the child ends up probably overdosing or harming themselves in a manner because they need a mental break because they feel they're supposed to be so perfect because they can't speak on nothing. No, that's not how that works. It's not. I'm sorry, but no. Just have faith and trust that your karma will bring you nothing but positivity, longevity, and prosperity into this world. It's nothing about no damn karma. It's just simply about God. That's it. Whatever God has written is what God has written. You've seen the pictures, you know I'm about that. Like, who? Money J, what? Hi, AP! and understand that you're scared and concerned for your little man well-being, but stay composed and contain the panic. Some things can be manifested and spoken into existence. You know what? Then I'm gonna have a baby. But hey, what do I know? You know, it's nothing but love. No, I get it. I can respect what you're saying, which is, hey, you know what? You should only speak positive things in your life. I hear that. I acknowledge that. I agree with that. Lord knows I do. But at the same time, you guys, sometimes things do happen that are honestly, I can sit up here and say, I hope that nobody ever tries to kick it to me. I mean, I'm just throwing something random out there. And then before you know it, today I could be on here saying, oh my goodness, you guys, I met this man. He was so good. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know. Like, you can speak all the positive energy in your life. But again, it don't matter. You can want it, of course. But if that's not what God got for you, baby, that's not what God got for you. I mean, you could pray about it. Cool. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's at the end of the day, it is all up to God on what he wants for you. I mean, it's just as simple as that. You know, I'm about positive energy, aura vibes, and everything, which I 100%, I'm cool with it. But if God does not have none of these things in store for me, what am I supposed to do? I can sit up here and say I want a real good man today. I really wanna bump into a real good man while I'm out taking my son shopping for clothes today. I can say all that. If it's not meant for me to meet somebody today, it's not gonna happen. Like, it's just not gonna it's not my time. I mean, you know, I can say I want to get married by next year. I have to date somebody in order, you know, for these things to happen, or I want to get proposed to by next year. I have to meet somebody and date them. You know what I'm saying? So I can speak these things, of course, 100%, right? But at the end of the day, though, if it's not what God wants for me, it's not what God wants for me. Have faith and believe. That's all you could do. That's it. That's it. I'm gonna sit up here and say, God, I believe that today is the day you're gonna have a great man come my way. Yeah, okay. I'm still gonna be home at night in my bed by myself with my pillows, getting up, getting ready to bring Noah to Taekwondo in the morning. That part, okay? I can speak it. Of course, I want to speak it because I want it to happen, because I want it, of course, 100%. You know what I'm saying? And I got faith that he's gonna let me have it. You know what I mean? Like, seriously. I'm just not against discipline. I'm just not against consequences. I'm just not against, and sometimes I feel like sometimes you gotta put your child in sometimes you gotta put them in an uncomfortable predicament to where you tell them, okay, well, since you want to sit up here and be grown, now you get yourself from out of it. Don't call me. Get yourself out of it. Because if y'all think about it, every time somebody get in trouble, what's the first thing they say? Call my mama. Oh, don't call me. You want to be so grown. You want to be about that life. You want to be so hood. You want to be so thuggish. Don't call my number. Because it is going to say, the number you have dialed is not in service. Try again. They always say, call my mama. Call my mama. Call my mama. No, oh, no. Now you want to call mommy. But you was so, nah, I'm about that. Like, call my mama. Oh, now you need mommy. Call my mama. Don't call me for, you got yourself in it, baby. Now you get yourself out of it. I don't think I've ever heard somebody say, call my dad. I've always heard, call my mom. Call my mom. Call my mom. Like, oh, mother, don't call me for, no. Well, somebody said, no. As a mom, you better answer no matter what. That is your responsibility till you die. Not necessarily. No, it's not. And you know why it's not? Because, let's say, like when my mom was younger, they got to get out of jail free card. Meaning, like, you know, my grandfather, he would but it had to be for something that was, my mom had went at it with a cop when she was younger. Right? So my grandfather had to, you know, get her out of jail because they put my mom in a cell. I wasn't even born yet. And it was basically self-defense because he said something about my mom's mom. And my mom was like, bring it. Like, my mom was crazy when she was younger. So they're literally going at it. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, no, my mom said call her dad. And, okay, so I'm going to agree with that one. So what I'm saying is, you can answer, but I would say, okay, well, what did you do? Now, if he say, I got into a fight, and we both got charged, and, I got a bond, and, I need you to buy me out, things of that nature. It was self-defense, okay, cool. But if you say you was hanging around some little knuckleheads, and you knew that they was about trouble, and you still went to go with them, especially when you knew what they was going to go do, oh, baby, I'm the answer, but you're going to sit there. So let me rephrase what I say. Or sometimes, then again, I don't know, because sometimes you may have it to where you are tired of getting these phone calls, so then you end up just stop answering the phone calls. I mean, so I'm going to say I agree with you, but I'm going to also disagree with you, because sometimes a parent could put a child through so much to where, as if the phone rings, they just get tired of hearing the BS, to where they say, I'm not even going to answer. Because you got to think about it. Mentally, that's stressful on a parent. To know that every time my phone rings, it's because you getting in trouble, but especially when you know better. So sometimes a parent may say, you know what, I'll wash my hands with you. I'm not answering my phone no more, because I done got you out more than one time. The first time should have been the last time. If you haven't learned from that, you gonna sit there. Simple as that. But I mean, sometimes parents get tired of their kids. They do. Sometimes parents will say, oh, I'm not dealing with this. And I mean, quite frankly, you can't blame them. And that, I don't think that does not make you a mother. That does not make you a father, because you don't want to pick up your phone because your child keep getting in trouble. It makes you tired. And at some point, at some time, I do believe people get tired of being sick and tired. If you're going to keep sitting up here acting a damn fool, well, then guess what? You sit there and you deal with the consequences. Sometimes a parent does not have to answer their phone because they're tired, yo. And I keep telling people, when is it okay for a parent to say, I've had enough. Enough is enough. I'm just saying, when do you as a parent have the right to say, yo, or sometimes it'll be where it is physically too much for your heart, your mind, your spirit, your soul. Sometimes you can say, you know what, and sometimes that can break a parent down mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. And yet you have other kids that are looking at you, asking you, Mom, what are you doing? Why are you keeping that sin up here, get him out of trouble? Why don't you let him sit there? First thing you're going to say is, because that's my child. Understand. I respect that. But at the end of the day, you deserve a peace of mind for yourself, for your family, and for your life that you got to live. Once your child hit a certain age, they sins don't fall on you. It doesn't. Now, if you raise them right, and I don't know how people raise their kids. I can only speak on my personal experience. But I'm not going to let your sins fall on me. I'm not going to let you worry me. I'm not going to let you stress me. I'm not going to be in the hospital because you know better. And not even that, but you knew better. Not only that, I taught you better. Oh, that? Yeah, okay. We're not doing that. You're not going to stress me out, have my hair falling out, or freaking sitting up there having heart problems because I'm so worried about you, or I'm sitting up here having panic attacks every time my phone rings. Hell no. I'm not dealing with that. No, you're bugging. That's not happening. When you know what you know as a mother, what you know as a father, what you know as your siblings, you be like, yo, what are you doing? Do you see the stress that you causing on mommy, or do you see the stress that you causing on daddy? If you don't care, why in the hell should I keep caring? Not happening. At some point in time, you got to let your grown child go. You got to let him go. Because at the end of the day, you still want to wake up tomorrow and be fine. Like, you still got a life you got to live. Don't let your child sit there and hold you back from living a life of happiness because you're so worried about they grown behind. Let them go. No, we're not doing none of that. I'm not doing none of that. I don't know about y'all, but I'm not doing none of that. That's why I always tell people, I don't give a damn how much you don't like your baby father, how much you don't like your baby mother. At the end of the day, that is still their parent. At the end of the day, let them be there for that child. Because then when something goes wrong, and then you mad at the daddy because he wasn't there, well, you kept him away. Or you sitting up there, you mad at the mother, well, you kept him away. Y'all gotta think about it. These kids are getting older. They're not getting younger. And these kids are sponges, yo. They gravitate towards anything that they see. The way they see it, the way you move, the way you speak, the way you handle something, the people you have around them, they do. They gravitate towards these things. If you got a knucklehead at your door, don't be surprised if your son or your daughter grow up to be a knucklehead, because you're not setting the right example. But yet the father over here with a good damn woman, okay? With a good damn woman. And he wants to bring his son around something like that. Let that man show him something. Like, what? Okay, so someone said, as a parent, though, I'm going to pick up and bail mine out no matter what. And that's fine. Everybody is entitled. No, and I get that. They're saying that they didn't ask to be here. I get that, but at the same time, though, respectfully speaking, you're not meant here to be stressed out. I can't sit up here and tell you how to be a parent. I'm never going to do that. And I have to respect you as a parent and how you feel, right? Which is cool. I'm not going to keep bailing my child out. Oh, Money J, you got to go. But from what I see, your son is an independent, free-spirited young. He is. My son just be all over the place. I'm like, where are you going? And we experience in life as soon as he's able. And mistakes are a part of success. He will make you so proud one day. Of course. No, of course. You know, you will always love your child, you know, and I'm pretty sure that everybody on here is an amazing parent, and everybody has a different way of parenting, right? Which is fine. You know, everybody is not going to agree on how someone should parent. You know what I'm saying? And everybody is entitled to parent their child the way they want to, right? Which is fine, because again, everybody has, you know, different households, different rules, and different, you know, consequences and things like that. Everybody looks at something different. I just always tell people, if you are going to be a parent, you know, just make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into, because at the end of the day, it's a lot. You know, it really is a lot to being a parent. You know, it really, 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 really is. And I'm never going to sit up here and tell somebody, oh my goodness, why you keep bailing your son out of jail? You know, why is that your business? You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as you want to do this, and let me tell you something, as long as you want to do something for your child, that is your business. That is nobody else's business. I'm just saying the things I personally would not do, but I definitely am going to respect, you know, everybody's decision in you know, with their parent. I'm not going to speak on my child's father, respectfully speaking. I think that, you know, every child deserves a parent, but not every parent deserves a child. Because sometimes, you know, or you have some parents to where they will be abusive verbally, you know, mentally, spiritually, financially, you know, to their child. And it's like, you know, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Somebody said that's why you feel that way then. No, there's nothing wrong with not speaking on somebody else's, the other parent. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with saying I'm going to respectfully not speak on someone. There's nothing wrong with that. That's respectful. You know what I'm saying? And I think that when you, that's your version of this conversation, I guess. That's, you know, that's your thought on it. That's not my thought on it or my take on it. I'm just speaking overall in general. But okay, you are freely allowed to think whatever you want to think, my love. It's okay. Okay. If that's what you think, okay. You do know that it's okay to be respectful towards each other, right? There's nothing wrong with being respectful towards each other. There's nothing wrong with that. And just because you don't speak on someone, right? It doesn't mean that the person isn't in their life. You know, you may not want to speak on someone that can't speak for themselves, or that's not, you know, around to say, hey, whatever. Somebody said two parents can't be stressed. I disagree, respectfully speaking. I definitely disagree to that. Because you do have some two-parent households to where both the mother and the father are stressed out because their child is just running amok. I mean, I just have a different, view and standpoint on certain things. But I definitely, I respect how you feel, of course, 100%. But I'm going to disagree respectfully. So let me ask you a question. You said that two parents can't be stressed, right? Which I'm going to disagree. But I'm going to respect, your answer, which is cool. So what happens when you have two-parent households, right? And the child passes away from substance abuse. But both parents were in the house though. Right? What do you say to that? And both parents are in the child's life. What do you say to that? Two parents can't be stressed. I'm gonna disagree. As a single mother, you get tired. I think as a single anything, you get tired. Hell, as a single father, you get tired. You be like, all right now, girls, or all right now, son, please. Like, let me get some sleep, please. Passing and jail are different. No, but I'm asking because you just said that you feel two parents can't be stressed, but I'm asking what happens when both parents are around the child and the child passes from substance abuse. What do you say to that? But both parents are around. I want to know, what is your take on that? Because you just said two parents can't be stressed, and let's be very honest, right? Let's say both parents aren't together, but both parents are in the child's life and they have, different households, and the child passes away from substance abuse, but both parents were in their life though. What do you say to that? Because again, I genuinely, I feel a little different, right? I do believe that both parents can be inside the child's life and it could just still be tough. You know what I'm saying? Because even with, I'm going to say it to you like this. I feel that with the way things are financially, with the prices of everything going up, that's, bills are stressful enough, right? So if you got your kid running out here, running amok in the streets, that's stressful, right? And so Money J said, and what I meant when I said that you seen the picture is that you seen that I was a world-class F up and regrettably drove my mother crazy, but her parenting love and lessons brought me though through. And that's what I'm saying. When your child starts going on, or they start veering off the path of, the right path, that's where I personally believe that's where your faith comes in at. That's where your faith comes in at. That's where your family comes in at. And that's where both parents come in at. But, sometimes you can have one parent that just like my mother said earlier, you can have one parent that say, okay, I'm not dealing with this because I know what I taught this boy, or I know what I taught this girl. I'm not dealing with this. Substance abuse means that your child has been doing it for a while. As a parent, it's your job to monitor them till they are grown. But I'm asking though, right? Because think about it. You can monitor your child until they get grown. Definitely can. But again, though, these kids have their ways of, again, like my mother said earlier, I'm going to say it as simple and plain as this, right? Respectfully, right? When my child is in a house, I know what they're doing. When my child is outside, I don't know what they're doing. If my child is in my presence, I see what you're doing. If you're not in my presence, I don't see what you're doing. You see what I'm saying? I think that's, the most, for me personally speaking, I think that's the most, respectful way for me to put it. They said, come on. I'm just saying, and let me applaud you as a parent, because I love that you you know what? To be honest with you, sometimes, let's be very clear, sometimes we don't know. I'm going to be honest. Sometimes we don't know because a child can sometimes hide something so good. See, I ain't say all that now. I ain't say all that now. There's other things than just that. You know what I'm saying? And of course, sometimes you don't know. Sometimes you may think that you know your child like the back of your hand, and baby, when other people start talking, you be like, oh no, that's not my child. No, honey, that was your child. They just didn't show you that side. You just didn't know that side because they never let you see that side. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm going to respect everything that you say, and I'm going to respect everything in every way that you feel. Of course, 100%. I definitely always am going to respect it. You know what I mean? You just don't bother to know, or you too focused on yourself. I'm going to disagree. I'm going to respectfully disagree. And I can say that. I see you, Money J. Give me 1 second. I'm going to say I disagree because of personal experience. I'll put it to you like that. So I know that you can hide things if you really. Now, of course, what's done in the dark comes to light. You know how many times a parent has been shocked or surprised or finding out the thing that their child has done or is doing. You see what I'm saying? So, and sometimes, the parent may not know, but the cousins may know, the brother may know, the sister may know, and they may have this pack of where it's like, okay, well, don't tell anybody anything. And then you don't want to break their trust, so you say nothing. I mean, I don't look at it and say you're too focused on yourself. I look at it as if a child wants something hidden, or even a preteen, they know how to hide it. These kids know how to hide things, and sometimes we could be looking right at it and we just don't know. We just don't know. And the parent who didn't feel they needed to deal with the stress and will be the one sitting in an elderly. I'm gonna disagree to that. Because again, why do y'all keep thinking that it is okay for these kids to drive these parents up a wall? It's not. If I was a father, and I know I kept telling my son, listen, the crowd that you hang around, they're not good for you. You don't need that. I'm not gonna agree to that. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna say I think that it is okay for a parent to be fed up with their kids and say no more. And you got to think about it. If you keep enabling a child, they're never going to know what the consequence is. So they're going to know that every time they get in trouble, oh, mommy will bail me out. Oh, daddy will bail me out. Oh, I don't have, or they're going to keep, it's going to keep being a whole cycle unless you stop it. At some point in some time, you do got to let your child go and let them fall on their face and get up by themselves. I'm not saying that as a parent, that's not going to be hard and it's not going to be tough. But in the long run, baby, I love you. So I'm going to make you, and it's not even I'm making you suffer, but you're letting yourself suffer. Because I know what I taught you. At some point, at some time, it is okay to let your grown child go and let them figure it out for themselves, because they cause havoc in your life, on you mentally. You having headaches, or you having panic attacks, or you having heart problems, or you're so stressed out. Some parents will not allow that in their home. Some parents, let's say if you grow up with a thief, right? And your child becomes 18 and they still keep stealing and stealing and stealing and stealing and stealing. God forbid they go to somebody's house and do that, right? Somebody may not call the cops on your child. Somebody may respond to your child. You going to blame yourself because they kept stealing? No. Well, then again, if you enable your child to keep doing something, well, then to me, I personally think that would fall on you, because if you there every time they get in trouble and they're the ones that's causing the trouble, then yeah, you're the problem too, because you keep letting them do it. At some point and at some time, you genuinely have to let your grown child go. Of course, that's true, but when it comes to abusing the drugs, I probably shouldn't say it on here. You should know. You just don't care. If you can't tell when a kid is under the influence, then you need help. I'm going to disagree. Because I'm going to say, I don't know if this is a good example that I'm using, but let's say if a man says that he goes to work every day, right? And you got used to his pattern and you got used to his routine, so nothing is off. So he shows nothing, right? So he shows absolutely no signs of him not having a job, or he shows no sign of stress, right? Then you find out maybe a few months down the line, oh, he lost his job, or he, or he doesn't have a job. And then you looking like, well, how the hell did you hide it so well? So I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna respect what you say. Of course, I always will. But I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna disagree to that. Because sometimes it's just too much. So I'm gonna disagree. I'm so tired. Ugh. Oh, this is not somebody said F you. No, I know. I was just using that. That's why I said I don't know if that's a good example for me to use. I was like, I don't think I should use that as an example because that don't sound like a good example. I caught that before I even said it, but I was like, oh, I'm gonna use it anyway. You'd be surprised what kids can hide. You definitely will be surprised what a child can hide. But I was also speaking on a grown child, not just like, kids. But it wasn't a good example. It wasn't. I agree. That was a terrible example. I was like, shouldn't have used it. I shouldn't have used that one. I agree. That was bad. That was a bad example. But that was terrible. But I gotta say, I applaud you as a parent, because the way that you parent, you refuse to let somebody tell you how to parent. So I'm gonna salute you as a parent. You know what I'm saying? I definitely am. Oh, Money J, you piecing out now? Mm-hmm. Now his little trouble ass piecing out. Now he wanna go. Tell my son. Don't. Now he wanna. Look at him. Just look at him. I'm not getting out till another few minutes. Because these kids don't never be out. It's cold. I need to take two to get some new sneakers today. God, help my life. Jesus, Father God in heaven, please. Lord Jesus. Jesus. I'm about to go take him to get a new pair of sneakers and some more pants. That's where he going today. Because my son got taekwondo today. He got taekwondo. So he got some new kicks and some sneakers. And it's probably some new boxers, probably. It's time. Yeah, baby girl, this topic is above my pay grade. What? Money J, bye. Well, my eyes look so red. Why? I feel like I got Rudolph the red nose right there. Well, when they're grown, it's really not in our hands anymore. We can't live for them. So you're kind of right. See? I was like, I know we're going to get on the same page. I'm like, we're going to get here. Eventually, we're going to get here. We just got to get there. So I do agree with you when they are kids, right? They are kids. But when they are grown, it is a difference. So I agree with you. I do. So you're kind of right. I'm kind of right. See, this is why I love you guys. Bye, Money J. This is, we here. We was a little rough patch, but we here. I got you, babe. I got you. We here. Oh, okay. The car had to turn. Like, damn, can you hold on? Jeez. I just listened to the top. No, I get it. And that's why, I'm glad that the audience that I have, I'm able to have this type of conversation with you guys. And, everybody can voice their own opinions. And, of course, I'm always going to respect everybody's opinions. You understand what I'm saying? And it's okay for everybody to feel anything different. There's never nothing wrong with someone feeling different, wanting different, or moving different for their kid or, their grown child. And that's okay. It's okay. Oh, thank you. Damn, we've been on here for this long. All right, you. But let me be very clear before I end this. There is a difference between a child, a teen, and an adult pertaining to, you know, your child. So let me just make sure that I clarify that up, because I don't want somebody to get on here and be like, oh my goodness, she talking about da 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 da. My son only 2 years old. Like, okay, he's 2. We get it, sis. Like at the age of 2, we get it. You know what I mean? But there's a difference between 2, 12, and 22, and 32. Okay, there's a big difference in those age gaps. Okay. No, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? And it's reopening old wounds that for once I'm not. Oh no, it's okay, Money J. It's okay. So let me say this. If this had opened up any old wounds for anybody, I can apologize, because that was never my intention for this to open any old wounds with anyone, or, you know, bring back any old pain. That was never the case. But I love the fact that we were able to engage in a conversation and talk about it. So you guys, I'm gonna go peace in the Middle East. Prepare to deal. But no, it's okay. You're not ready to. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You know, you're human. I love you guys. I don't know. Do you guys want to stay on here while me and y'all go get some sneakers and stuff, or do you guys want to kind of get off? I mean, let me know what y'all want to do. Do y'all want to kind of rock with us for a little bit? Oh, jeez. Woo! I don't know. For some reason, it's been feeling like I've been dropping stuff. I don't know what's going on with me though. Oh, it's up to me. Well, I don't know. Do you guys want to kick it with us for a little bit? Money J said so for once you shut my ass up. Do you guys want to kick it with us for a little bit? Y'all gonna have to hear my son talk about school, which is pretty cool. I mean, up to you guys. Do y'all want to kick it with us for a little bit today? We got some errands to run. Nonfiction V 5311. I love me some of you. I love that you engaged in the conversation. I love that you disagreed. I love that you were able to have the conversation. So I appreciate it. I really, really do. Thank you. I love it so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's cold. Well, it's not cold. I know you're going to play. See, I like getting on here, being able to have conversations with y'all, and everybody doesn't agree with me, because I feel like that's where the good conversations coming out. When people disagree, we can engage in the conversation, and everybody can have their own opinion, and it still be respectful. You know what I mean? That's all it is on here. Peace, love, prosperity, and honesty. That's it. That's all we want, baby. We don't want nothing else. I was gonna be like, there go my mom. I see my mom. I don't think he's gonna. Is that the? Hi. I love her. The crossing guard. She is amazing. She's beautiful. I love her. I love her energy. I love her spirit. She been a fulfill my. Ooh, who texted me? Hold on, wait. Who that be? Oh, damn, ain't nobody. That's my achievements. Thought I was love for a second. Nope, played my ass. Played me big time. I wonder if I should walk down there. Let me ask you guys though, was there anything that you guys wanted to ask me about me pertaining to me or my son? But respectfully speaking, right? I am going to answer your question, nonfiction. No, you know, I'm not. I was going to answer it, but I'm not. But do you guys have any questions for me about me? If you do, I will gladly try to answer them as honestly as I can and or be as open as I can, but just not about everything. I'm ashy and tired. Ain't that some ashy, tired, and hungry? That is not a good combination to be. Ashy, tired, and hungry. You don't have to. No. It's cool. I don't mind. I'm pretty much like an open book with you guys. I don't mind. I know that there was a lot of people that had like a few questions for me. They would be like, you know, where you from, or are you talking to somebody, or are you dealing with somebody, things of that nature. Like, you guys can ask me anything. Like, I definitely don't mind. Hi, oh, what do you do? I'm a mother. I work 2 jobs. I will not elaborate what those jobs are, but you see what I'm saying? Hi, but I work 2 jobs. I don't mind, you know. I think this is a good way to get to know me. But if you guys would like to share something with with me about y'all. Like, what do you guys do for work? I would be cool with it. If not, listen, I respect it. Somebody could be in here, get in here and be like, oh, hell no. She can't tell me something about herself, but she want me to tell her something about her. Oh, hell no. Were you married? I've never been married. Now, would I? Yes, I would. I would love to be married. I would really, really love that. And to have that stability, that foundation, and that communication. Well, shit, I hope. I hope I get something like that. You know, because nowadays marriages don't last that long. So, you know, we got to make this work for life. You got to be my, how you say it? My, always and forever. Ooh, let me know what this person with. Hold on. Oh, the kids were there. God darn it. I know I should have did it. Pertaining to what? To life overall in general? Oh, I knew the kids were freaking outside. I should have went down there. I could have got two from there. I think maybe I'm right. Any, like in life, you mean? Like in life at all? You talking about?
I said no.
Oh, so any prospects to someone? Like someone? I don't know. Hello. Is my thing dirty? What is this on my sweater? Oh my goodness. I don't have a crush on anybody. I don't have any type of crushes. I don't like anybody. I'm true with all that extremeness for right now. Now, there was someone that I was thinking. And that's, you know who else said that? Double B. I don't know if you guys know Double B. Big Boss. Beautiful family, beautiful wife. But I have 2 jobs, so I personally don't have time for anybody. But I always say that if God were to have somebody come into my life, I would definitely make the time for them. I would try my hardest. Why is his coat not on? This little light-skinned light bulb of mine don't listen. Hi, handsome. Hi, handsome.
Here you go.
Thank you. Be careful.
Andy, look, I'm doing Michael Jackson's on.
It's a car behind you. No, stop.
Shoot. I'm gonna save my life.
Thanks, I saved your life. So how are you?
I'm awesome.
You're awesome. Okay. Now, how was school?
It was really good.
It was good. How
Finished my journal.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to collect it today because I'm like, oh, he's not collecting it today.
Oh, so you excited because you finished your journal?
Yes.
Okay.
But the good thing is, I better say fifth in the payment because if I didn't finish, he said, oh, you guys have extra time. So I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna say yay. He did collect it today.
You got extra time?
I'm not finished.
Oh. oh, extra time to finish it.
No, I finished everything on Tuesday.
No, I know, but I was saying, you were saying that you were glad that he didn't take extra time because he was saying that you had extra time to finish it if you needed to, right? No, you may not. No, don't start. I'm freezing as it already is. You want to take off your jacket. You crazy? Oh, thank you. Can we go this way?
No, this way.
I'm going to go this way.
Why?
Because I don't want to go that way. No, but I better not bust my ass on this damn thing either. Yes, baby. Huh? What? I can't see over this thing. I'm too short. Give me a second. What you say?
And why are we listening? He's like, you know how I'm moving? We say, yeah. This is
Yo, no. No, you can ask, my love. The teacher has said that this little shed right here was his house. No, you can ask me. Go ahead. Oh, Jesus. Y'all, if I fall down these damn steps, do not laugh. Because I feel like I hate these stairs. They're so damn steep. When I was younger, them stairs was not that steep. But no, but with me having 2 jobs, I promise you, I don't have time for anybody, to be honest with you. But again, if God made it so to where a good man came into my life, I would definitely try to make the time and the effort to show this man, that I want him as my man. You know what I'm saying? You can ask me, and if I feel like it's too much, then I won't answer. I see there's not a lot of kids out here today. Them parents that fuck that. Them parents that, hell no, not today. You ain't seeing no sign. It's not cold out here, but it's kind of like, it's just a little bit nippy. Look, I maybe a few minutes and that's it. Because I got, Mama is anemic. You got to go. You got to go. You got to go. Almost fell. Ooh, it's cold. No, you can ask me. Go ahead, my love. Ask the question. Booski beer. The summer is over. Summertime is over. Ooh, Jesus. It's cold. It's cold out in the streets. My last relationship ended because there was a lot of lies being told, and that's pretty much like with my child's father. If that's the one you're talking about, there's a lot of lies being told. Now the last person that I had liked, he passed away. Now that I'm not sure, I couldn't, do nothing about that one. He actually passed away from COVID. He was cool, but I liked him, but he passed away. I'm gonna leave it there. Now, I never dated him. Never slept with him. Never did none of that. Right? Never. And the gentleman that I was seeing for 6 years, it's okay. It was really unexpected because it's so crazy because I seen him that night. The gentleman that passed away, I seen him that night. Me and him was always fussing because he was amazing. Like I'm gonna be very honest, he was amazing. He was 6'4", 234. He was a sweetheart, and we just had our differences too much, and I respect that. This man passed away. I'm not going to sit up here and I'm not going to do that. But now, the person that I was liking for 6 years, okay, this man made some assumption about me dealing with somebody that I know for like 10 to 12 years and it never happened. Like, get out of here. You're corny. Now, that I won't say because he's alive. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's corny. Very handsome, though. Very handsome. Beautiful smile, but you're corny. Like, how you throwing insult and a compliment in your leg? No, you're bugging. I ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that nonsense. Y'all see where I'm at. My son is at the park playing and his mother standing right here. That part. So, I mean, that's why. And plus, to be honest, oh, wait. Let me flip my camera around. I said that. Now. But, long story short, because I know everybody done heard the story a million times in here, but long story short, I wore a short dress, had a conversation with a dude that I knew, and within that same day, he was like, "Oh, somebody came in here and told me that that was your side dude and all this crazy mess. But the funny thing is how somebody my side dude and how somebody walk in somewhere and tell you something when you ask me to keep me and you private. So if I'm not saying nothing to nobody, that means you're talking to people about me and you. But that's not what you asked me to do. Stop it, okay? I would ask this man, was he hungry? I would ask this man, did he want something to drink? You know, I got him, I got him something one time. I would text him happy birthday and everything. This man, he never texted me not a happy birthday, not nothing. This man, he never texted me a happy birthday, Merry Christmas, Happy Thanksgiving, none of that, okay? Never took me out on a date. Told him that I could pay for myself. Never took me on a date. Child. Ain't never give me nothing to eat. Nothing, okay? Who's delusional? y'all saw the defensive mechanism? Who's delusional? You see the stance? Who? Who? But no, I don't got time for none of that. I'm not putting my energy and my time into someone that obviously doesn't want to be bothered. I'm always gonna, wish them the best. Of course, hopefully they learn from this and they just move on and be happy. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. It's no way for me to sit up here and hate you or dislike you or none of that. I genuinely wish you nothing but the best. Of course, 100%. I don't have a reason to hate you. I don't have a reason to dislike you. You moved how you move. It's cool. That's all. I got 2 minutes and I'm going in my car. It's cold. It's cold out here. There's really not a lot of parents out here either. I love you guys. Y'all know that. It's hot out here from. It's cold. See, here go my son. Here you go. Here you go. And you know what I love when my son is at the park? I love that he playing with a lot of boys. Up there, go with a girl. That's cute. All I want for Christmas is my Tiffany. You're a good mom. We did that conversation perfectly. I kind of just wanted to elaborate on, the way I felt about my parenting. You understand what I'm saying? And again, I would never tell somebody. I think that it's extremely rude to tell somebody how to parent. Hi. And the consequences for their child. I would never tell somebody how to be a parent because, I only have one child. So, when people have, more than one child, somebody will look at you like you got two heads. Somebody will look at you and say, how dare you try to tell me about kids and I got 4 and you got 1 child? If you don't want to sit your ass down and be humble. It was kind of just a conversation that I wanted to just clarify some things up on. Because y'all see I discipline him, but y'all see I love him no harder. Like, y'all see I'm about to take him to go buy some sneakers because he needs them and go get him some, some more clothes. If I was the type of mother that didn't care about my son, plus I'm getting him a haircut before Thanksgiving. I'm actually thinking about cutting my hair the day before Thanksgiving. So I'm debating, but I'm taking a bus. And the reason why I'm taking a bus is because it's relaxed. It's because I said relax. It's because I kind of want a new hairstyle for Thanksgiving, so I'm thinking about cutting my hair. I'm either gonna do it the day before Thanksgiving or the day on my birthday. So one is gonna be either one of those two. So it's definitely gonna be one or the other. But that's where that conversation I came from earlier. We're just trying to clarify something up. And I like getting on here having tough conversations because I like to kind of like having the audience's opinion on what they think and how they feel about things. You know what I mean? Because everybody doesn't think the same way. So getting somebody else's perspective is pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I can even learn from what people say on here. So kind of a give and take. That's all it is really. I'm always open for new things. I'm always ready to learn. I'm always ready to listen. So I'm never gonna judge. You know what I'm saying? No. No, I got about 2 seconds. I'm cool. Good afternoon, my beautiful black queen. Good afternoon. Hello, hello, hello. That is a towel? Oh, that is a towel. It's cold. Hi, my love. Hello. So yeah, sometimes I get on here and I may have like tough conversation. I know that why am I so fine? Because I take care of myself. It's so funny because this lady, two women the day, was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Like there were two women that ooh, I'm not nobody wife. Hell, I wish I was. I wish I was somebody wife. Okay. I don't see how these kids are not cool and they got on. I don't get it. Like, oh well, I'm anemic, so I get it. But they both had love my energy and my spirit, and I was very appreciative. And that's why I tell people, when you see and when you wholeheartedly know you're not the problem with something, don't sit there and accept something less. Because I always say, as long as you come honest and real and humble, yo, just let the chips fall where they may. I mean, that's genuinely in life all you could do. Just be the best you can be for yourself, for your family, for your kids. But most importantly, just be the best you for you. I will always stand on that. Regardless of what you went through, what you've gone through, or what you've been through. Your yesterday does not determine your today. Your today does not determine your tomorrow. You understand what I'm saying? So you're human, and it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay. You know, nobody is perfect. So at the end of the day, you're gonna go through things. You're gonna make mistakes. You know, you're gonna do. You know, it's life. You know, don't hold yourself too much. Like, oh my goodness, listen, you did something. Don't let it drive you mad. It's okay. It's okay, my love. It's okay. Hi. I don't like being outside and I'm cold because I start to like shiver and stuff. I don't like it. Because I'm trying to go in the house. Oh, did I put my food away? Okay, I did. Now I got 2 more minutes and I'm ready to go. The kids are playing the game, and I guess you gotta throw the ball. And if you don't catch the ball, you're out. So no one can catch the ball. He's don't know. He's just sitting here. I was gonna go to oh. You know, so weird. I love watching kids play at the park. I just think it is just so cute. Is that weird that I love watching kids? I think it's just the most precious thing in the world. Because they're having fun. You know, damn, let these kids just have fun. Like, leave them alone. Let them play, you know? Did 2 minutes go by already? He's lucky because a minute went by. Turtle! Come on, let's go. And there goes the sad face. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I got errands to run. You got class. Come on, I gotta go. I don't even got a lot of time before you got class. Ready? Huh?
Not really.
Oh no, we gotta go. I gotta go get you some stuff. Come on.
But I went to.
Why? Because you was out.
Not. And then that's how we're sitting there about to just, and that's how I was just, and so I'm not playing no more.
Well, you see, you see that it wasn't fair, so now we're leaving, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so now we got. No, but I'm not racing you. I don't know where you think I'm going with these boots on. I'm not running with these boots on. Fast sneakers on over the issue. Damn, I almost fell.
Gotta come fast.
I totally almost fell. You want to? Yes, baby.
One of my friends, they almost did this. They're like, just getting bodies and boom.
That's right. Y'all little sons got to pay attention. We don't see what I'm talking about. We don't want y'all to get hurt. Well, I don't want let me speak for myself. I don't want nobody's child to get hurt. No. Come on, handsome. All right, I need to hear them footsteps. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I want to watch this famous YouTube.
You're gonna wait. No. Plus my phone about to die.
Mine used to be waiting now.
You be alright.
Actually, my name is. No,
well, that's how you feel. That's how you feel. But you gotta remember, whose phone is it, sweetheart?
Oh my God.
No, it's not. Come on, handsome.
You were too fast, Mom.
I am not walking too fast. Cut it out. No, I'm not. Stop complaining. Of course you can have my hand.
You always walk fast. I'd be like, slow down. If I say slow down, you walk even faster. If I say slows, then go fastest.
Boy, get in the car. Let's go.
What you do?
No, well, stop complaining. Huh? On a Friday, you got homework? On a Friday, you got homework? Come on, baby. I heard you say you got homework.
Just kidding. Just kidding. You fell. I want to see.
Excuse me?
I want to see if you heard me say the red dog ran around the red tree. Come with the dog.
Give me a second, please. Let me get my thoughts together.
Okay, Mom, we gotta lose it off.
No, what? Stop for 2 seconds, baby. Please. Hold on, please.
You didn't even hear me. Yes, what's this? Was it mine?
No, it's not yours. It's mine.
Okay, damn.
Because you can't have everything that belongs to me. Yo! No, don't start eating my freaking chips now. Get your own bag of chips, but those are what? You're bugging. Them chips is fine.
Okay. Hey, that's let me have the mommy.
I'm a snack it. You see what I'm saying? Nobody told him to eat my chips. Those are my chips, darn it.
Somebody told me to eat them.
Oh.
Me. God.
Yeah, my
Get it? Me, myself.
No, me, myself, and I is another.
Me, beat myself.
Yes, you see it. Already you stressing me out. Jesus. Lord have mercy. Oh, no, when I cut my hair, you coming with me, right, on the bus?
I thought it was a train.
It'll be, I mean, we can, but then we gotta take a whole nother bus.
Her parents tell them they let her walk by herself to the store. Oh.
That baby's too little to be walking to the store by herself. I'd be so scared when kids walk to the store by themselves, and they especially like the girls, and they little boys, you guys. People don't.
She's 14 years old.
There's no way that little girl's 14 and she look like she about 3. Her little self. Beautiful little girl though.
She's 14 years old. Cause who's that girl that's I saw this girl. I'm like, oh, she said she's 14. I'm like, wait.
I don't believe that little girl's 14. Well, then it all.
She actually used the actor. She's like, I'm 14. I'm like, dang, I guess was in line.
That little girl's 14. Yo, she looks like she's about 8 years old. What the freak?
People send me their 50, 40, 50, and 12 or 10.
I would have to ask her
not
mom.
that age.
Because, no, you look older for your age than what you look. Because you're a bigger kid. That's why. It's not wrong.
No, I'm about to put on the earth saying, I'm not this age. I'm not this. Mommy.
Well, listen, when you talk, you got to slow down. Take your time. Go ahead, baby.
I think I'm going to do this. When I get older, I'm going to put on the earth. I am not this age. I am 9 years old. You got it? Yep, you do. That's gonna be right there. So everybody's like, oh, he's not 15, he's 9 in a row. 9 years old. Look, it was I show you my sister. I'm like, no.
Everybody think I'm his sister. I don't understand.
Not grandma though.
No, of course not grandma.
What am I saying? What am I saying? She look like?
Huh? What'd you say?
What am I saying? We look like?
You don't look like me. I wish you did look like me. I would really love for you to look like me,
Nah, I
but
look like my dad.
no, you do. You look exactly like your dad, and you're handsome though. You are a very handsome little boy.
I love it too though.
Huh?
I love it too though.
No, but just because you look like one of your parents don't mean that you don't love them, baby. You can love your parents and look like the next
What was my
one.
first word?
Daddy was your first word. That your first words were daddy.
I feel like the first word baby says, they love the parents so much.
No, 9 times out of 10, the baby's first word is usually mommy or mama.
Now if I said mommy, then
His first words were daddy. It was cute.
was we okay with that?
No, I can't. No, honey. Let me explain something to you. Your father is in your life, Noah. I'm not mad because your daddy is in your life. Like, please, you got to stop asking me, am I okay with certain things with you and your father? That is between you and your father, baby. I'm never going to stop your dad from seeing you. I'm never going to do that. I will always love the fact that your father is in your life. I love that.
Are we here? I know.
Oh my goodness, is my mother even in the house? No, go see if she did.
I'm eating them.
Oh. I don't feel like getting in my car.
Not it.
I gotta go to what's the name? I knew it wasn't bugging.
Target.
No. Well, yeah, I gotta go there for something too. Y'all, 1 second, please. Okay. Oh, please. I'm gonna see my mother is here. Okay, let's see if she pick up her. If she pick up her phone, my phone is gonna freeze. I'm just letting you know.
Wait, the meeting's today.
Well, no, honey, you gotta understand. Your grandmother is used to you asking for something. So what she's saying is from earlier, when you were on her table, she already told you don't ask her for nothing. 9 times out of 10, when you want grandma, you're usually asking for something.
I was gonna say, Grandma, today's your meeting, right?
No, she had a meeting yesterday, right?
No.
No, she had a meeting yesterday, right?
No.
Do you play Roblox? However that
Yes, Roblox is the best game.
You don't look like me.
I downloaded this game that gives me Robux. I have like a lot of Robux.
See?
But the one thing is, I have 0 Robux because I'm trying to find something that I really want that's like expensive, but I didn't play the game yet because I didn't find something like cool. I did see a 6'7" thing though, but I got a 6'7" shirt and a 6'7" pants. I tried to my hair, but I'm like, you know what? I'll just keep my hair like this in my game. It's good.
There's nothing there, right? Do you look like me?
No.
No.
Skin a little bit. No.
No.
Skin a little bit.
You said the skin.
Yeah.
No. You are sweaty. Ew. Let me see. No, I'm darker than you are.
We're the same color.
No.
We are. Oh, I'm lighter. You're darker.
I just
My
said
hand is darker. Your hand is darker too.
Noah, you are a shade lighter than me.
No, I'm not. My hand is just darker and your hand is darker.
Noah, stop.
Stop.
Go wash your hands. Now that I think about it.
No.
Go. He don't look like me, right, y'all?
Today's your meeting, right, Grandma? Today's your meeting.
Let you lock the door.
Yeah, why?
I was gonna shoot. No, just come on. You can wash your
Today's your
hands.
meeting, right? The seaside part?
Yeah, but you can't go. You going to